I was looking for wild horses. I had no idea where to find them. I only knew that they were somewhere on a rangeland of hundreds of acres of hills and valleys. My search led me to a few chance encounters. But these accidental meetings just encouraged them to make a greater effort to avoid me by running and hiding. And I wouldn't see them for the rest of the day. If I was walking one direction, they were surely running in another. The more I threatened their invisibility, the more I found myself pursuing mirages of running horses that faded into empty hills, woods, and canyons. The only proof of their existence was the dust that lingered in the wake of their flight. I started to feel a yearning to be with the herd. I felt lost, like a single horse looking for others like himself. Everything seemed to hide the horses from me, even the wind and the chaparral. I saw I was scaring the horses further and further away. I stopped looking for them and started looking for signs of them. Soon I began to discover a pattern in their daily movements. In the morning, they grazed in their favorite places before heading off to new territories. They drank at their favorite creeks that flowed down from the mountains. They traversed the rangeland on their favorite trails. I found footprints. I found traces of wild horses in their dung markings, and the hair they left behind on trees while they were grooming. Finally, I found their main water sources, a perennial stream running through a meadow where the horses grazed. Over the years, the horses had beaten a path through a stream worn down its banks and carved out a bowl-shaped waterhole. From the waterhole, I could see all around for several miles. I chose a knoll overlooking several approaches the horses might use to reach the water and sat down to wait. This is where I discovered the secret society of wild horses and my Waterhole rituals that I am sharing with you. I'm Carolyn Resnick. Over the years, I have studied and trained and loved horses. I'm excited to share with you what I call my Waterhole rituals. There is nothing to teach the horses to do in my method, as their rituals are deeply rooted instincts that horses use in the wild to stay safe and strong through the bonds they share together and the coping skills they have formed for their well-being to survive the many harsh conditions they face as prey animals in nature. I have focused my life on figuring out how to get along with horses. From studying herd behavior, I have gained this connection by getting a horse to accept me as a family member and trusted friend. Not that they were a part of my family, but I was a part of their family. I developed friendship and trust by communicating with the horse through their daily bonding rituals. From the bonds I developed with horses in nature, I discovered that communicating with horses was rather easy. The reason the bond with horses and humans is not as strong as it is between horses is that there is a cultural and language gap. To bridge this gap, the horses must either be domesticated to our ways, or we must follow the horse's protocol and cultural laws that create lasting bonds in harmony with unity.